Hey, what's up guys? Brian Savage here with you. I know I haven't shot a lot of videos lately and sorry about that, but I've been really busy between playing in the band and kids, life, a lot of things. And I haven't got done a lot of things that I would like to do, although I like a lot of things that I do, if that makes sense to you. And I'm sure if you tinker with stuff that does. But I showed a build that I was doing in an earlier video, and that build's complete. So I want to talk to you a little bit, show it to you as it is now, and then at the end of this, after I talk to you, if you want to, you can skip ahead to it. I'll see if I can print the time like up here or something. I'm going to do a little picture montage through it, and let you take a look at what it was kind of like through the build process. This is a left-handed bass, and it's the first left-handed that I've built from scratch. So it was a challenge. This is for my bass player, and I don't, let me retract that. He's not my bass player. He's the bass player of the band that I have the pleasure of being in, because it's a great group of guys that I love playing with. And I never want to sound like it's my band. That's not the way we are. It's our band. And if you're in a band, you should feel that way too. I digress. Anyway, so without further ado, this is his left-handed. And here's the build done. Now, when I say done, it is not complete. And what I mean by that is this plays, it works. It's beautiful. You could go and play and tour with this thing right now. But Lib is a phenomenal artist. He carves wood, makes gun stocks, things like that, and it's some phenomenal stuff. You can check out his things at, look him up on Facebook. It's Ehrler's Wicked Stock. E-H-R-L-E-R. Ehrler. Apostrophe S, Wicked Stock. Stocks, gun stocks. But he's got some other stuff. We've built guitars together before, and maybe I'll throw a picture of that in there too. I think I still got some old pictures of that. We actually bought one of them Dean Vendettas when it was on a stupid deal of the day for like 90 bucks or something like that, and got it, and I blew it apart and did a good fretwork on it and all that kind of stuff. And in the meantime, carved up on the body, and Lib carved up a crazy Medusa skull, but the Medusa snakes were awesome. It was off the hook. But anyway, he's going to do some carving on this, and this is going to become his bass. And this body shape is something that I thought up on the fact that, I think I mentioned it before, he likes a violin Hofner style look, but the playability and the sound of them is not something he's into. Plus it's just a little too Victorian, we'll say, for him. He's a little edgier. I mean, you know, he's a metal guy. You know, we love metal, and he loves the metal. So I was thinking about this body shape, and it rendered itself very well with the violin type-ish back. But it's offset. You know, it's not symmetrical. It's not meant to be. It's meant to, and then has the upper horn and the bottom horn, and kind of pointy here. You see it against my shirt. Maybe I should zip this up a little bit, give you more black to see it. Okay, one pickup, one volume, one tone. And the neck, he's a Fender jazz player. He's had a Mexican jazz bass. He's had it for years and years and years. He loves it. It's a rock solid instrument. It sounds phenomenal. He loves the feel of the neck. So it was natural for him to say, you know, hi Obi, out of the window he goes. It was natural for him to say, hey, I just want to use a Fender jazz neck. Let's just buy one and go with it. So, hey, I was all for it. Made it easier on me. I didn't have to build nothing. So, anyway, I have, like I said, some pictures coming of some close-ups of it, but this is out two side pieces, the wings. This is ash. These two pieces are cherry. This is figured maple, and then, sorry about the middle there, this is walnut all the way through. Here's the back. It's all solid. This is hefty. It's got some weight to it. It's fairly thick. I don't know what it does weigh, but it's more than a regular jazz. But again, Lib's going to carve on it, and he's going to take quite a bit of that weight out of it as he carves wood away. I think he's only going to carve the face. I don't think he's going to carve the back, but he may. I don't know. I'll say this too. If you think, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and you want me to build you a guitar so you can carve on it, no. There's one person in the world that I trust to carve on one of my instruments, and that's him, and that's it. So if you want me to build you something, I'll build you something beautiful, but not if you're going to carve it. And if you're going to relic it, absolutely not. If you're going to go out and play it on the road and in the house and for the rest of your life, or for as long as the thing you can keep it together and beat it up and relic it that way, I say bless you. Personal thing. I love the look of relic guitars as long as it's you relicked it, because that means you'll really love it. Personal thing. Let's see here. We got Wilkinson tuners. As you can see, they're a lot bigger than the standard Fender style elephant ears. I think the ratio is similar, but I don't know, maybe not, because it seems like the gears on them are a lot bigger too. Ears are the same size, but they do take up that whole headstock. In fact, if you might be able to tell, you can take and cover up part of the serial number. Still readable. String tree, black. I didn't have a black one, I made a black one. And how you get from chrome to black, that's up to you. I have my own special way of doing it. Anyway, the pickup, this is a Music Man humbucker. It's a neck position Music Man humbucker. It is spaced so that this pole piece, or maybe it even splits it, I can't remember now exactly how I measure it, but from the bridge to the neck on a Fender Jazz, this would be exactly between the middle of the two pickups where they would be. So I'm thinking blend of the two. It's the way my bass player plays. So it's close. Get a close up on that big old magnets on that thing. Oop. There's the bridge. The intonation's not set on it yet because it's got to get blown back apart. In other words, the bridge is going to come back off of it, the pickup's going to come out, the neck is going to come off of it. The whole thing gets blown back apart because he just wants the body to carve on, and then he'll reassemble it, or we may reassemble it. For instance, the knobs that's on it now, them's off of an old PV amplifier. Those are not staying on it. They just look decent for now. I got a really nice piece of really dark walnut, and it's really dark walnut. Hardly no grain into it at all. I don't remember where I got it from, but anyway, I'm going to turn those down, kind of give it bring in some of the other walnut. Like this is really light now, like the walnut on this is dark and the cherry's dark, but it's not really giving you a whole lot of pop or sheen or anything like that, because there's no finish on this. That is not even really sanded. It's sanded some, but not the way I would sand it down, because again, it's going to get carved on, so there's no sense in it now. The back is a little more finish sanded. As you can see, it's a little shinier. This has one coat of tung oil on the back of it, and the whole thing's going to get tung oiled. It's a finish that he's familiar with and I'm familiar with, that he'll maintain through the years. It's easy to do it that way so that it stays shiny versus lacquering it and then it chip away and wear away after years. You see, oil finish can reapply. It'll only look dirtier and darker as years go on. Recess the control cavity. And when I say control cavity, the reason is you see there's no back plate on this. I cut a channel with my chisel that goes all the way from there, to probably about right there. And then there's a hole that continues on to here. And then kind of a happy accident. I'm going to get real close in here so you can see this. If you see, we've got, let's see here, we've got ash, cherry, then there's a little strip of wood right here that goes all the way up. And that is a strip of cedar, and the reason is, and it goes all the way to the back. You can see it there, right there. And I had to do it all the way to the horn as well. And I won't be able to show you that because the wall's behind the camera, but it's right there. It shows up in some of the pictures. But anyway, because I didn't want to have to try to drill an angular hole from the pickup cavity, or from the bridge part to the pickup cavity to try to come out here to run a wire through to get the bridge grounded. So I just routed a channel, laid in the wire, and covered it, inlaid a piece of cedar over top of it. The reason I picked red cedar is it's super soft, super easy to cut out, and if something ever happened to that ground wire, which how often does that ever happen? Really? I mean, maybe on Strat guitars where you're doing things, or springs that's in there, and you with this, never. I use pretty good gauge wire too. But if you ever had to, you could easily carve that out, put another piece of cedar in, shave it down, oil over it, and you'd never know the difference. That's why I used that little strip of cedar there. And I did not do it on this side because cedar's soft. And that is going to be more, he's a rest-on thing, and this guy. And so that's right there. And I know the cedar would dip before any of the rest of the wood. I didn't want to do that, so I didn't put the cedar strip on the other side. Again, it's not symmetrical, but it's not meant to be. I wanted it to have the top be more pronounced and stick out. A jazz bass isn't symmetrical, you know what I mean? It's like this big horn here and a little bit down here from the center line. And I wanted it to kind of reflect that. He's a jazz player. Rests really good on the leg. Put it on the leg, it just rests really well. I'm not left-handed, I'm not a bass player, so I can give you absolutely no licks on it, but it does play. Anyway, so again, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna put some pics up of it. The wife took some along the way, and I'm gonna show you some of those pics of the build process. If you got any questions about it, shoot them in the comments. Check me out on Facebook, Brian Savage on Facebook, and see where I'm playing, what's going on there. See some of the other videos that I do of some of the music I do. I put on Facebook. I don't really put me playing too much of anything on YouTube just because YouTube really don't like it. There's other platforms to put it out there. So if you want to see it, go check me out on Facebook. The next time you see this is going to be after Mr. Erler is done with it, and I'm going to do another video on it, and I'm actually going to have him play it through his rig. Might be some live shots and all that kind of craziness. He's a big Cliff Burton fan, and he does the Cliff Burton solo. He does that on, he does it live on stage. We walk off stage and just let him have it and go crazy on stage. And I built him an overdrive. I think I've showed it on here. I believe so. I don't know. But anyway, this is going to be called the SB-L1. And it's for Savage bass, left-handed, numero uno. There will be only one. And the only reason there will only be one of these is because after he gets done with it, it's going to be one of a kind. I'd love to build another one in this body shape. It was a lot of challenges getting hand carving all of this stuff and getting these to come to exact points, symmetrically, perfect that way. That's not done with a router. That was done by hand with gouges and chisels and sandpaper. Offered a lot of challenges, took a lot of time. It's definitely been, as far as a body I've built, and the time I've put into it and the detail I've put into just the body shape, my masterpiece to date. I mean, that's a Took a lot of time because the back's that way too. There's belly cuts. If you see here, this is cut back for the arm. It's recessed for widdly diddlies. The back is done as well. There's a nice belly cut. Can I get it to where you can see it? There you go. You can see some of the belly cut there. Back's cut off. So anyway, guys, check out the pics. You'll see it a lot better. Like it, subscribe, and most importantly, share the music. Share the love. Peace out.